subsequently, when I finally went home and my grandmother saw me, she's like, 你神经病啊, so long, never come back. Then I don't know why, I just suddenly looked at her and said, 我被人家强奸.
Wow. So in today's episode of Tell Me Your Story, so April was crazy, right? There was like COVID lah, CB lah. Do you know what else happened in April? Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And this is something that's really, really hard to relate to unless it happens to you. And because of that, victims often find it very, very hard to find comfort in their own friends and families. And today I'll be calling Jaylee, and she'll be very bravely sharing with us her experience in hopes that her story can reach out to someone else that might need to hear this. So we'll be calling Jaylee now. Okay, hi Jayleen.
Hi.
Tell me your story.
My story started when I was turning 21 years old. So I was actually working in my first company ever since I graduated from my poly, and then broke up with my then boyfriend. I was of course very sad lah, typical, young adult mindset. So for the first time ever, I went to drink. So my father is very against it, but he didn't know. So I meet up with my ex-colleagues and then we went to drink. So 4 of us, 2 guys and 2 girls, including myself. And then we were drinking and everything. And then next moment, I already know I'm at home. I woke up in pain, of course, at my female genital area. And then I got very worried, very concerned. I immediately messaged the only female who was with me. So I texted her and she said she don't know what happened. She was also KO. So I immediately texted the other guy that I was closer with. I said, "Do you do anything to me? I heard you are the one who sent me back home." And then he admitted, he said, "Sorry, I cannot help it. Like, I love you." So being a very young person, and that was my virginity, I was very confused. Like, what the hell do you mean you love me? So of course I was very agitated. I trembled, I don't really know how to face it. I really don't really know what to do. Then I called the girl that was with me and she got a shock hearing that and felt very bad that she didn't protect me. 4 or 5 days later, this female friend and my another colleague that know about this, they felt very sorry for me. So they wanted to confront the guy together with me. So the guy is actually married with a child. So we went to visit the guy to confront him, which of course the confrontation went a bit out of hand and then his wife came out. Okay, even though I didn't pursue the matter, I felt very dirty for the next few months. I just go club, typical younger solution. Like, I lose the self-love that I used to have. For the longest time, I thought I recovered. I thought I've moved on every single night. And it's really every single night without fail. I wake up screaming. And then I'll have a very, very hard time to fall back asleep.
Because you dream of what happened?
Yes, my brain actually don't really have the image of what happened because I was dead drunk. Yeah. So until when 6-8 months later I met my ex-husband, I thought that, wow, this man, like 8 years older than me, mature, can handle my anxiety. So I very quickly, which is why I said I gave up on myself, because I didn't even think that I'm worth better. I just like anyhow find a guy that like, anything lah, can lah.
I recount a cheesy quote from this, that if you love yourself very little, someone can come in and love you at 50% and you seem like a lot.
Oh yes, that's so true.
That's
what happened to me. Very quickly I got pregnant because I really thought like I already found a nice, decent guy. So I gave birth to my first daughter. 1 month after marriage, my ex-husband really cheated on me.
Oh no.
After that, we led on to a divorce. It's only after all this, after the rape, after me going to club, just being a loose woman, and then finding my ex-husband, breaking up, getting cheated on, then after the divorce, then I realized, oh my God, for the past 4 years after the rape, I've never lived for myself. I've never properly sought help for what happened. So it was until then I decided to go for counseling. That counselor took me out of that. That is when I find myself on the road to a proper recovery.
How long ago since you sought help?
2015 until now, 5 years. At least Right now, when I talk about this rape incident, I will not cry anymore. I really will not cry anymore. Of course, yes, maybe I will tremble a little bit. I will feel a bit like, ugh. My main point that I want to share with people is have the courage to be hurt. It's not embarrassing. Wanting to be hurt, to share your side of the story, it's really fine. It's really fine. You just need one person that understand you, that's all. Now I'm married, okay? I have 2 children. I have 2 daughters and 2 stepkids.
Congrats.
My current husband, my current husband is like, I still think you're damn stupid leh.
Knowing what you know now, is that something you want to tell your younger self?
Call the police. If calling the police is a very difficult step, tell it to a family member. Because they will want to call the police for you. I didn't. My father told me this. He said, if you want to pursue, I'll go all out for you. Let justice be served, you know. And then he said, if you really don't dare to face, like, because you have to attend court, you have to look at all the people, you have eyes staring at you. And if you are really not ready, not comfortable to do that, I will also be here with you. Or if you don't have very close family members, tell it to your very good friend.
Is there something you would like to say to him?
To him? Well, I've never thought of that. I would really say just treat his wife and child well, because they owe it to me. His life could have been ruined, and his wife, his child, his son's life could have been ruined if I had called the police. So I gave him a chance, right? So I hope that he can make use of the chance and give his son a good future.
Okay, thank you very much, Lily, for the call. Thanks for sharing.
No problem. Thanks for having me and giving me the chance to empower all the sexual assault victims.
I hope we will do that together. Thank you very much, though. Thanks for calling and sharing your story.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Once again, I'd like to thank Jaylene for sharing a very difficult to share story with us. I think if you're a kind soul out there trying to be a good friend to your friend, please don't ever tell people to get over it. It's super irritating. And I'm sorry if your friend has no more new content and new information to add on to their story that already happened. But for them, they are still in that stage, and telling them to get over it is really just making yourself damn irritating. So please don't be that guy. So if you have an interesting story to share or something you've learned that you think the rest of us should know as well, then please fill up the form below. Then I'll be calling you soon during this circuit breaker period whereby we are all finding things to do, then let's talk. Alright, thanks for watching guys, bye bye.